this movie is called Enemy Territory from 1987. By the way, I love the outro song for this. Has the Halloween beat in the background, the old school hip hop beat. Of course, 1987. What the fuck? Enemy Territory. Let me tell you, this is executive. Sorry about my speech. Producer Charles Band. Kadeem Hardison is in this movie also as a guest. One of the gang villains in the Vampire Gang. Tony Todd, iconic horror icon and awesome actor. He's like the main villain leader in this movie. Ray Parker Jr., Mr. Ghostbuster himself. You know, the guy who's singing the Ghostbuster theme song, Ray Parker Jr. I hope I get the guy's name right. I hope that's the guy that's in the Ghostbuster theme song, but corrected. And we got Jan Michael Vincent, Mr. Airwolf, as a crazy ass Vietnam vet living in his bunker apartment. Oh yeah, plus you got a hot ass Stacey Dash, who's like a female heroine in this movie. Yeah, Stacey Dash, hot ass black chick from the Clueless movie. And you got some familiar faces too. I mean, I don't remember them by name, but like these kids, these little children, like these two black children with the stopwatches. And that, back in the day, that was old school, but that was like a style in the Bronx, the stopwatch, you know. But one of the kids has a familiar face, you know. I mean, I don't know his name, but his face you will recognize. Okay, I love this outro theme song. Anyway, let's get to the point. We got this white insurance salesman, right? Has to go to the ghetto, right? Yeah, white insurance salesman going to the fucking ghetto, close to nighttime. So tell this old woman to sign for insurance, you know, and he has to go up to the 20th floor to see her. Before that, he sees these couple of these tough kids, you know, want $3 to watch his car because they say they robbed his car, you know. He walks into the side of the building. The white insurance salesman trying to look for this old lady, so he goes to this black kid who has to be like a gang member, for the vampires. So he tapped the kid, and the kid got mad because he touched him, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to kill you. You dead." And the security guard kind of stopped the scuffle. So anyway, the security guard walked to see the old lady so she could sign for insurance. Once that was done, he walks out with the security guard, and it comes up the elevator. It's the vampire gang led by Tony Todd. And Tony Todd said he only wants the white boy. They call him Ghost, but he's white. And he said, we want blood because you tapped one of my gang members and like you touch him. And that's like a sign of disrespect to him, you know. So things get out of hand when they try to pull the knife on the white guy, and this black security guard shot the young black boy who's in the vampire gang by accident as self-defense, you know, by mistake. And then the security guard got stabbed by the knife. He died while the Ray Parker Jr.'s cat, who's like a phone man, fixing phones, he caught the scuffle, and he's going to protect the white guy against the vampire gang. And the vampire said, "We're going to come back after you, you know, because they want to kill the white guy." And the black trader, who happens to be a black, typically he's a black guy, protecting a white man, they consider him like a black trader, you know. Let me take up the outro song, man. Sorry. So the black guy and the white guy end up hiding out in the different apartments. They went to the old lady's apartment first, and the old lady telling them, climb downstairs, you know, and to see her granddaughter, you know, and the granddaughter is played by Stacey Dash. And Stacey Dash is going to help the black guy, Ray Parker Jr., and who's protecting the white guy, to go to another apartment owned by Jan Michael Vincent, who's a crazy Vietnam vet, you know. And while you get the vampires searching every apartment, trying to look for them, finally they come across Jan Michael Vincent's apartment. While Stacey Dash walked out, meanwhile, before that scene, she walked out, she got captured by the vampires, and they captured the old lady too, say that, "Give us those two guys, you know, and we won't do any harm on them." So the white guy and the black guy decided to walk out the apartment trying to rescue the two ladies. And you got your shootout scene with John Michael Vincent just shooting them up with his crazy machine gun. It was funny how they first went inside his apartment too, by the way. It was like all metal and shit. In real life, let me tell you something, you can't pull that shit in the Bronx because the superintendent, they don't play that shit. It's like, yo, you can't have that. You know? But it's amazing how this movie, it's only a movie, but it's just fun to see that. But anyway, so while John Michael Vincent got shot by one of the vampires, and the old lady put John Michael Vincent back in his apartment, they closed the door, defended themselves, you know, and then the vampires try to chase them. So it's the white guy, Ray Parker Jr., the black guy, Ray Parker Jr., the white guy, and Stacey Dash on the run to go to another apartment, and they visit the young black kid, and he starts telling them a story that how you could go into the basement and find your way outside. So while the vampire is still trying to look in different apartments, trying to search for them, Tony Todd's up in the movie getting pissed off. His character, he's the villain, and then later on in the movie, to fast forward, and while they find out the gangs shooting them, killing them, trying to survive, until the daytime comes. Safety Guy's kind of able to escape in the basement, trying to get the cops, while the other two guys will hold out the fort, and the little kid, the white guy gave him money, like to throw money as a distraction to one of the two gang members that was staying outside as guard duty. Safety Guy's trying to get the cops to help out. The cops didn't believe his story, because she was black, and they scared to go to that building because people get shoot over there. Yeah, you believe that? Cops are scared to do an investigation against gang members and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. But anyway, later on, once the gang members realized that, the only place you could go is the basement. They went to the basement, and they saw one of the gang members dead. And then the other two guys, the hero and the heroes of the movie, finally walked outside and finally ran out. They shot Kadeem Hardison's character, who's one of the gang members doing guard duty. It was just funny. His shotgun scene to him was just funny. He said, "Oh God," You got to see this movie, people. You really do. Anyway, the two heroes finally went outside, and the rest of the gang members, the vampire gang, finally caught up with them at the end. And then Tony Todd, who was the last guy, holding the shotgun to them, while the gang members are behind him, saying that you could you motherfucker. He's cussing up a storm and shit. And Ray Parker Jr., who has one bullet in his gun, he's just shot him. And then Tony Todd saying that, "I am immortal." He got blood coming out. He was talking shit. And then he died. And then the other gang members, they pulled a gun on them. And then the old lady who was staying in Jen Michael Vincent's apartment earlier on in the movie, she had an M16 gun that Jen Michael Vincent gave her, and she was shooting outside the window against the other vampire gang, so they won't go after the two heroes and everyone out. And then later on, the cops finally come in. Yeah, the cops finally come in, and they help out the white guy who was injured, and then the two, Ray Parker Jr.'s character and the Stacey Dash character, going with him to the hospital, and then you see the credits rolled up. Of course, the cops won't go after the vampire gang after this movie, of course. I mean, it's pretty obvious they have to. But besides that, Enemy Territory, I feel like it was a very enjoyable, survival horror action drama movie. I like that character, I like the acting. I like how they set the movie up. It was a simple movie, it's pretty much going to the building, surviving against the gangs, trying to go after them, because one of the gang members got accidentally shot. Excuse my speech. But all in all, you definitely gotta check out Enemy Territory, man. A lot of guest stars too, and I love the outro song too, with the Halloween theme being in the background with the old school rap over it. Peace, guys. I'll see you later.